me just tell you this from the top. If you don't report a dog bite, bad things are going to happen, okay? Now let me give you an example. There was a woman around the year 2000. Her name was Diane Whipple. She lived in San Francisco. You may remember the case. She's the lady who was killed by a dog in the hallway of her apartment building. Now, the dog that killed her had already bitten 3 people. One of those people was Diane Whipple herself. She was bitten on the wrist about a month earlier. But guess what? She never reported it. A month later, that same dog that bit her kills her, bites her 77 times. She bleeds out. She dies from that attack. That was the consequence. Now, at the murder trial that resulted from her killing, there were more than a dozen people who testified. And these people testified that that same dog had lunged at them, had snapped at them, had charged at them, but nobody had reported it to the authorities. You know, I talk to people every day who say, I don't want the dog owner to get upset, or they'll say to me, I don't want anything to happen to the dog. I like dogs, I'm a dog lover. Or they'll say, you know, I have to live in this neighborhood and I don't want to make any waves for the neighbors. But here's the truth. If you don't report this, someone is bound to get hurt. A child, a senior, a baby in a stroller. I've seen it happen again and again. Also, you know, 1/3 of the states in the USA are governed by what's called the one-bite rule. So there has to be proof of a prior bite. If there's no report by you, then there's going to be no record of the prior bite. And that means there's not going to be a case when the next person gets bitten. So you might be thinking, okay, all right, so I'll make my claim. I'll make my claim but I don't want to report the bite. I'll make my claim, I'll be okay. Here's the problem with that. If you don't report your own bite, there won't be an investigation by the animal control authorities. They won't turn up the witnesses. They won't take photos. They won't confirm who the actual real owner of the dog is, and maybe some of the co-owners of the dog. So there's going to be no proof. And no proof means it's just going to be you saying, oh, I was bitten by the dog on this date. That may not work. Even if it works, it's going to turn out to mean less compensation for you. So here's what you should do. Don't rely on the hospital to report what happened. They are reporting for the purpose of disease control, not justice. So you may hear them say, we did a report. Do not rely on that report, because that report is not for you. That's for the health department. Go to the animal control department, or whoever is doing animal control in your area. It could be the police or the sheriff. File a report with them, then cooperate as they investigate. By doing this, you will protect your neighborhood, you will protect future victims, and you will protect yourself and your case. Subscribe to the Dog Bite Law YouTube channel, because there's going to be more of these videos, and they're going to be not only videos that explain things, but also videos that set up how you should handle your case if you're a victim. So watch and learn.